The Psychic Sleuth, and I wanted to get this reading out on Elizabeth Shelley. This is a reading on Elizabeth. I feel it's important for most of you who don't get how my gifts work. Cases interconnect, and I get things prior. The picture that I drew in the Malia case seems to match this one. Now, I had been getting it randomly for days, and I thought that it was for Malia since that was a case I was working on. Like, I could not get it out of my head. It was stuck in my head. I was obsessed with trying to find it. So, um, just for an example, in a reading the day before yesterday, I was working a case and I got the word Keystone. Turns out the next day, a body was found in a suitcase by Keystone Drive. So, see, that's kind of how it works with me. Cases will interconnect. I'll get things prior. Not everything will make sense for this reading for Elizabeth, just like not everything will make sense for Malia and other cases. Some stuff that I got in Kenny, I feel like matches Malia. So it's just they interconnect. I don't know why it happens that way. That's just the way my gifts work. And so that's just the way it is. And I want to say that I pray for the people with the tornadoes. September 15th, 2018, I had a vision of a huge tornado. Someone had said, oh, well, tornadoes are just, they happen all the time. And I was like, you don't get it. When I get visions, it's something that's going to be destructive. It's not going to be like a normal thing. So I'm so sorry that that happened. And I send out my prayers to those people. I know a couple people that lost everything. So in Ohio, I really do pray for that. So, I will begin, and I think I may have found an area that I'm kind of obsessed with that matches my photo as well. So 526, what a cutie pie. I saw her sleeping in this man. I do believe that they have the right person because I heard uncle, and I see him walk into a room and put his hand over her mouth and tell her that they were going to take a trip and go on an adventure. Mom and dad say it's okay, he says. I want to say I wanted to say he belonged to the paternal side because the paternal side kept being mentioned. Now, like I said, things can have different meanings. I was thinking that's what it was, but I since learned that he is on the mother's side. So for some reason, she referenced the paternal side twice. For whatever reason that is, I'm not sure. It's very important because it was something that, like I said, was very strong. And she said it both times in both readings. Okay, so I see him hold her hand. I do feel it's possibility that he's been molesting her. I don't know all the way. I don't know if all the way, but molestation comes in and I see her on her bed and her knees are up and her arms are around them and she's crying. Something about this night. I don't know if it was to protect himself or it was like something like that. Funny, she has polka dots on in the picture I was looking at. So it's nighttime and I can see street lights and the planet is his mind of sort of weird. 89 comes into play. Funny, 89, if you go back through my random auto writes, I got 89 way back when as well as 65. A couple months ago or whenever I did them. And so that was kind of weird that that came into play here. So I don't know why I see these stuffed house shoes, like stuffed animals, as house shoes, and I'm showing them, I don't know, they're kind of cute bunnies or something. Like I see, I'm trying to get why I feel this dude is into drugs, some type, or some kind of mental illness, or both. But I did feel like high, crazy kind of feeling. There's something not right with him. She has a cute laugh. I don't know why I hear laughter in my head. I kept seeing a dumpster. So I don't know if maybe he put some of her stuff in there, but also shown trees, and it was flipping back and forth. And then I saw, remember, I'll get things that they pass, okay? So I saw a golf course, I heard water flowing, I see a bank on the way or close by, I hear words rockabye, see parents hugging each other and crying, mom begging, what did you do with her? Cute girl, loves to play with lots of energy, loves bright colors and things, stuffed animals and dolls. See her combing hair, so that could be the doll in the Malia, because Malia was an doll girl. So I think this information came in prior. So I kept getting that he molested her. That wasn't possibly not the first time. And that night it was something that happened, and then I get hands around my throat kind of thing. But I guess he thought he would get away with it in the heat of the moment because he wasn't thinking straight because of the drugs or whatever. Here, get his fix. I don't know if that was drugs or with her. I was shown a yellow duck or a bird. I don't know, a stuffed animal or something. Could be symbolic. It was kind of like a stuffed rubber ducky, but not rubber. Weird. Could be symbolic or something. Here Ted's. Here Blockbuster. Here Spring. Here word Vista. Here word Little. I hear water flowing, birds chirping, and the things he really didn't hide her too much. Where she is reminding me of a case where a little girl was just left in the woods, partially seen. I think he may have covered her with twigs, etc., but I don't feel she's in water, but very close to it. Near a creek or a river, but I see her laying on leaves, twigs, branches. I can see her feet. There's something with the feet. I don't know. Maybe she was wearing those house shoes and then she's not, or something. Um, and one has fallen off. Reference to them again. And I also see her barefoot, and I hear PJs. So maybe she didn't have her PJs on that night, or there's a reference to it. Whatever she went, I don't know. Maybe she just didn't put them on. And here, I wonder if they call her Lizzie, something like that. He's awful. Didn't sell her or anything like that. He wanted her to himself, and we're like not in the right frame of mind. Hearing words hide away. Getting number 5, which I know this is a month, but it can be something else. And then later, Heather reminded me that it was she was 5 years old, which I totally forgot. Number 12, Heather validated later he had 12 hours. I wasn't aware. Number 65, like I said, that came back in the auto write a couple months ago. I'm shown some weird heart sign, almost like for a doctor or something. Told shake and bake, and I'm told, I know we have a Sonic here, but I don't know if they have it there, but some kind of place similar to that, like a drive-in or something. Here, Rosebud. Here, words Rosebud, and a reference to R. Hearing birthday cake, so maybe someone's birthday passing or coming up, or there may be a bakery or something that's passed or in the vicinity. Shown looking at a map, keep seeing trees, river, creek, definitely flowing water, looks like greens, and then park in the vicinity. Can't shake it, but when on the map, first went up, and then it didn't feel right, so I went down. Reference to color purple, maybe she liked it. Wondering about dumpsters containing evidence because I keep being shown them. They're strong, brown ones. Color white, also number 6. And the day before I was humming Weeping Willow, crying on her pillow, so it could possibly fit here. Like I said, not everything's going to fit, but 527, I did another reading, getting some anxiety, definitely the uncle, because I hear uncle clearly. I heard her say uncle clearly. And then again, it went back to the dad's side, so I know he's not connected to the dad's side, but there is something with the dad's side and him, and maybe he didn't like him, maybe he knew something was going on, I don't know, maybe she was really close to her dad, but she kept going to her dad's side. Keep hearing that he played with her more than people know, if you know what I mean. Sick in the head type of person, felt a bit nauseous. Shown some kind of thing like let's go on an adventure, holding her hand, get the name Harrison or something like that. Told 65 again. Number 4, Syracuse. I want to sort of go out of town, down to 65, 165. And I'm shown trees, river, hearing rest stop or some type of stop or pull out. I don't feel she's in water. I see her feet sticking out. A few cases were referenced to me of kids that were just put in the woods and hid. Covered up, or wooded area trees. One that they referenced was back to Twilight that happened to her. So it's kind of an area like that, but I think there may be some trails, and there may be some sort of brown trash bins there. I think evidence that came in again. I see her, whatever clothes she was wearing that night in a trash bin. Whatever, like I said, nightgown or night clothes or whatever she was wearing was in the trash bin. I think that he was getting rid of it because of DNA. I saw it thrown in the bin, and then I saw her body naked, so it could be symbolic. I'm not sure. Little stuffed animal type shoes or something, maybe there too, or she just liked them. I kept seeing lots of leaves and tree branches to cover some kind of area. Seems kind of secluded. I saw mountains to my left. And I'm told, actually, if I'm facing this way, it would be right, but facing the other would be left. I'm told 1, I do hear rushing water, like from a dam or waterway, like I drew, where the water kind of rushes through and you could hear it. And I think he may have, there was a reference to a car. Now, I know that they said that he didn't have any type of car, but it's possible he stole one and ditched it, took the parents' car and brought it back, and then took off walking. There's lots of things, because there was a reference to a car. Or maybe he just found one and killed her in it. I don't know. There was just a reference to that. I saw, let's see, I keep hearing her asking, where are we going? Oh, you'll see, he says it's a secret. I think she was scared not to go with him. Also believe at one time he threatened her about hurting her parents if she told, and that she had to go with him. Mom and dad said he manipulated her. Wondering if she liked candy. There's a significance there because I'm shown candy, but also puppies, so maybe her likes or symbolic. She keeps petting a puppy and giving it kisses. Sweet girl. I don't feel he put her close to home. It's not like in the backyard. I feel like they would have found her by now with 200 searchers. Um, it's pretty. Let's see. It's pretty quiet where she is. I can see stars at night, so it makes me feel like it's one of the last things she's seen. Sadly, she's pointing to shooting stars. Maybe she liked watching them, and she shows me. She says to me, she sleeps with the angels now, and I see her surrounded. So she's stating she's okay, but I hear bad, bad man. He's a bad man. She's shaking her finger at him with a babyish voice. I don't know why I was shown a rifle. It could be symbolic. And a bunny, an actual bunny, again, symbolic. Number 5 came in again. That came in yesterday. Like you said, it was validated, but remember, things can have multiple meanings, and especially numbers. I think that they're in the right spot. There's a reference to 15 miles or 15 minutes that came in. So weird that keeps coming in, but I don't know exactly if that's right or how far, but I do see this river creek empties into a bigger body of water, like a larger area at one point. Excuse me. And I'm shown a bear, and I'm shown, she says trails, and I don't think there are a whole lot of trees around her, but there are trees. It's not like a big, big forest, but there's trees. Number 26 came into play, letter S, hearing word hiccup. That came in before in Delphi, I believe, but funny, I did watch How to Train Your Dragon the night before, and that's the guy's name on there. Actor's name is Jay, so I don't know. It could not even be this case, or it may be symbolic. Road is a bit windy, not too windy, but has curves. Don't see too many houses. I don't think there was a medical place past, because I'm shown that heart again, and been a medical symbol, and then I'm shown a heart with a crack in it, but it's symbolic. Color black, color yellow, multitude of colors like a rainbow, I guess. Shows me a waterfall, like a waterfall, probably how one of the water flows into another. That's just how she looks at it, like it's a water flowing. Kind of looks like a waterfall. Here, lots of water. Here, word bush and bushes. Word little, word creek. It's funny because there is a little bear creek if you put them all together. She says no trespassing in her little cute voice. I hear word dolly, like what the girls call their dolls, my little dolly. She showed me with one yesterday. I wonder if she had it with her, because she shows me her carrying it everywhere, and he probably threw it in the dumpster or something. I don't know. I don't know if it was with her that night or not, just what she was showing. Honestly wondering if she's not far from a dumpster, or there's one like on the way to where she is, but hidden. You can go back there if you want. Number 12 came in again, which I don't remember what I get the readings prior, so when I repeat, it's because it's repeated again. That means it's important. Turpentine, that came in Savannah, and the side of my neck hurt. Believe it was something to do that he did with her. Talks about the neck bone being broken. I can't remember. It's called the hyphoid bone, I think. She was pointing to it. I hear his shoes in the dirt as it kind of shuffles as he walks with her, so there's dirt nearby. I kept going to like a dam or an overflow, not a huge one, but a little one, where the water flows into another area, and then it flows into a bigger, like I guess would be kind of like a reservoir. But in the vision, it was just water flowing into a bigger area of water. I hear teddy bear. I'm told blacksmith. That's important. Shown horses. Hearing word stables. Hearing them weenie. This makes no sense, but came through before. I tried to ignore it, but it kept repeating, so ocelot. I think it's an animal. I don't know, maybe she liked animals or something. I did feel if you're going down 65 or 165, I want to go to the left. I do feel there's an open field, like a cross or something, like across the street on the other side. She's being goofy. I think that's her personality. She's like saying dragons, rah rah, cute voice, laughter, giggling. She's a giggle bug. I see her being tickled. I don't know by who. I guess she was ticklish, and she shows me pancakes. She loves them. She says this is a nightmare for her family. She says, poor mom, she wanted to kill him. I see her screaming at him and trying to get him as cops take him away. The dad is holding her back. I think this could be symbolic in just the way that she felt. Hearing words occupy my time. Anyone know she has a sister? I wonder if there's a friend like one. I heard word sister, so I don't know. It could be a mom's sister, could be a dad's sister, could be she has a sister on the other side from a miscarriage or something. Trying to get back. I do see lots of dirt, tasted dust, and I hear crunching of tree limbs and crap like the edge of the forest or the edge of a tree line, close to the water's edge of tree line. Also see a tunnel with water, but it's like a metal tunnel where water flows through a metal tunnel like a drainage pipe. She references water a lot, but I don't think she's in water because I didn't see her in water. And normally, whenever they're in water, I see them in water. I think he had a fear that they would find her easier or something. Reference to K, reference to G, reference to M, reference to I. There's a weird vision that she showed me, holding hands with I believe it's Owen, because I had a dream with him the day before, and they're just standing there holding hands, and I believe it's Owen, and they turn to walk to the light together. Yesterday, the day that I did the reading, she was a bit jumbled. Maybe since it was fresh, maybe she wasn't fully crossed. Possible, but walking to the light now with him and is helping him, kind of like what I saw with baby Joey. And if you guys, I did do a reading on baby Joey. If you like to see that, you can join the group. I don't feel like putting that reading out to the public, because I feel like there is something about someone being able to maybe possibly move him. So, and Jesus is coming out to greet them, and there are dogs jumping on them, and I hear angels sing, hark the herald angels sing. Then I hear that song I was humming, Weeping Willow. I know that's not what it's called, but that's the part of the song I was singing. The angels are playing harps. I know it's cliche, but I saw golden harps. Lots of laughter from the kids. My head filled with laughter. Cute sounds. I'm shown one more thing. I don't know why. It's like a little brown building, kind of like what I saw in Kenny, but smaller. It is kind of like an outbuilding, but they put things in the area, so I'm wondering if there's one close. Not sure. Kind of weird. She turns around, blows kisses, and laughs. What a sweet girl. And so let me see if I can kind of show you the area, because I found one that's very, very interesting to me. This is my drawing from before. Oh crap, can you see it? Hold on. Sorry about that. So this is my drawing from before. I actually did it again. There's so much in my head. And so I'm guessing, like, at this spot that I found there, I was seeing it with a lot of water, so I think the water kind of comes and goes in this area. But this was stuck in my head for days. I really thought it belonged to Malia, but now not so sure. Because there is this. See if you can see it. This is all has been coming through since Cheryl, and a ridge I got somewhere lately. So this is off of South Hollow Ridge. Little Bear Creek flows through there. It's really close to Blacksmith, and I guess they've been looking at Harem. This is really close to Harem. I didn't know that when I figured all this out. This is a reservoir. It does empty into a reservoir. There's lots of trees around there, and I think I did see stables. So, also I did notice that there's like a, I think it's off of maybe the 101 or close to. It is off of 165, and then there are a lot of fives around that area as well. So I think that the trees need to be checked over there. I did look like there was horse stables, so maybe near horse stables, because I did get a reference to them weaning and stuff like that, making their horse noises. So I thought it was interesting that she did say Little Bear Creek, but all separate. So it is there. There's a Little Bear Creek there. If you look up Blacksmith Canyon goes one way, but the other way is this area. So it's about putting the puzzle pieces together. Like I said, I've had this picture in my head for days, a week. It's been driving me absolutely insane. I drew it twice. I thought it was for Malia, but I can't seem to find what I'm looking for with her. I think maybe just the timing of it. They're both little girls. The fact that dolls came into Malia's, I don't think that was Malia, because Malia's not a doll girl. So I think that she was sort of helping, knowing that this was going to happen since I get future information. It could still make sense for both cases. That's the funny thing about interconnecting. So thank you so much if you get any, want to validate or anything, you can contact us on thepsychicsleuth@gmail.com, gentleheartreadings@hotmail.com. Please like and subscribe, and also join our Psychic Sleuth group. There's a lot of stuff going in there that isn't in here, a lot of validations. So thank you again. I'll see you guys next time. I pray for this little baby. One more thing, all people are innocent until proven guilty. Do have to say that for my own protection. Have a good one.